So, as we know, Gary was then voted off the show by the public. He's gone, he's been evicted, he's left the house. And to be honest, I'm actually quite glad, because towards the end of the week, he was just kind of walking around like a bit of a spare part. It's almost like his use had been expired, which is a really sad way to put it. But again, because you had no business being on this show, something like that was bound to happen, because not every day are the people in the house going to want to know about the royal family. In his interview, they asked him if he agreed with everything that Sharon said about him, about the fact that he's uncomfortable, he's insecure, and that he needs therapy. And he was like, hands down, I agree with everything that Sharon said. But to be fair, I feel like, let's face it, if he didn't agree with her, I really don't feel like he would say, because at this point, you know that he's a bit of a brown noser. He said he wasn't comfortable, and after hearing what Sharon said, it further made him, kind of doubt himself about even why he was in the house, and, internalize things and just, create self-doubt, when realistically he just wishes that he would have just come on there and let it out and been himself. So, I mean, it's always a bit of an oxymoron when you're hearing him talk, because he's like, I don't want to be a celebrity, yet you're on Celebrity Big Brother. I'm only here to clear my name. Well, what happened? You're doing so much talking about everything that doesn't concern you, and the parts that do concern you, we've heard nothing about on the show. Do you know what I mean? So I found that really odd. Even he confessed that he did volunteer up the information about the royals. People really didn't need to ask him, but he just felt like he kind of had to do that because that was his only talent, or that was his only offering, whereas everybody else in the house had their offerings, had their talents, and as he puts it, it was evident, which again, I could understand. So why put yourself in that uncomfortable position? But he just stand by the fact that he didn't go in there to be famous. He just wanted to change the perception of what people think he is. And he got called a bonkle, which means bad uncle, because of what he did. What this specific thing is, I'm still not sure of. But as I mentioned earlier, he was charged with assaulting his I don't know if it's his ex-wife or current wife. Okay, so he was found guilty of hitting his fourth wife, Julianne, during a drunken argument in 2017. He admitted to one charge of assault by beating and was given a 12-month community order with 20 rehab sessions. So there you go. And as I mentioned earlier, Big Brother has been criticised basically for allowing him on the show based on the fact that he's got those convictions. I couldn't really find anything else on him outside of obviously all of the opinions that he shared about Meghan and Harry. You're putting yourself out there for criticism. Do you know what I mean? It's like jumping into the fire and saying, oh, I didn't expect to get burned. What the hell are you doing in the fire? They spoke about the celestial retreat, and they said to him, Ekin Sue thought that you were faking it, basically, that you didn't have a true experience and that you're not genuine in your emotions. And he, of course, defended himself and said that he was genuine, which of course he would. And then he spoke about how much him and Fearne connected and the fact that they connected straight away. And I feel like that's probably one of the only things in connection with him outside of any nonsense talk. You could see that him and Fearne had a bit of a genuine connection, because it seemed like she just rooted for him straight away, and she did. He said that she walked up to him and she was like, hi Gary, we need to talk. And I think in one of the earlier clips, she was like, so how much can you say about the royal family? So I don't know whether it's because of her own curiosity or whether it's just because she was genuinely interested. I don't know, but they had a connection. Oh yeah, he also said that the celestial retreat was one of the best days of his life, and it was real. So there you go. He said that Lauren and Louis got away lightly. He said that Lauren and Louis got away lightly for breaking the rules. So maybe he felt like they should have been punished more, I don't know. Or maybe they should have faced eviction for breaking the rules. I don't know what his expectation was. So they did ask him if there was a divide in the house. And he says that yes, there is very much a divide in the house. And he says he feels like there's two camps, the oldies and then the younger ones. But in fact, he actually said the oldies, Marisha, and then the kids. So I don't know where she stands. Maybe she goes between the two. Because I'm not sure how old she is actually. But she's more... I've seen her gravitate more towards the younger people, to be fair. So maybe she's like middle of the road. And then the final question to him was, now that you're gone, your niece, who will Kate Middleton be rooting for? And he suggested that Kate Middleton would be rooting for Levi Roots, because he just seems like such a genuine, nice soul, and if he won, he would use it for the good of others rather than to advance himself. And Levi is very much coming across like that in the house, actually. Again, he's not somebody that I knew a lot about outside of the cooking and the reggae sauce, but he's coming across as that kind of guy. And that was it for the interview with him. I had a feeling it would be short and sweet because realistically, what has he got to say? And my darlings, we've reached the end of the video. I hope it was short and sweet. I'm not even sure at this point, but that was it. 1 week down, 2 more to go. A lot has happened this week. It's been crazy. It's been an experience. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking the videos, sharing the videos, and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on Monday for the next one. Mwah!